God. Welcome, everybody, to the Commentary Zone. In today's edition of TCZ News, we've got a little tidbit regarding our favorite Mike from the Shahs of Sunset. I am going to pull up the article and you can give us a little brief synopsis.
So basically, what is Mike is feeling like Destiney and Reza are working together to paint him as someone who is not kind and harms women. And I will have to say this: when I was watching this episode, I did get that impression. I really did. It's a combination of this episode and thinking about some of the other episodes and how they're speaking and how Destiny was talking. Particularly at Palm Springs. So I took the Palm Springs conversation and then just went back through and like, yeah, I feel where he's coming from. I think it's a combination of that and the edit that he's getting. Because if you really look at the editing, Mike is really edited in a bad light, and he's not that bad of a guy.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. It's easy to make someone look like horrible when you take their worst moments and put them together, combined with that he and his girlfriend aren't in the best place. So that's going to be emotionally charged situation. Plus, he's fighting with pretty much almost all his friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see how he can feel that way, and I don't blame him.
Do you think that there could be something in his past that this might have shades of truth?
I mean, it could be because yes, he has a bad edit, but we always say they can only use what you give them.
And some of the things that he has said, like in the back of the car,
right,
and his controlling nature in a general sense, it is plausible. Am I saying that he is? No. I haven't seen anything to that fact, and I'm sure somebody would have said something by now.
Exactly.
But why? Okay, this is a dangerous path to follow down because these are some harsh accusations.
Very.
And if they're not true, like you could ruin somebody's life with, talk, like even hinting at something like this. And we're getting this information from the Times News Express. This is an article that came out a few weeks ago. And Mike Shouhed, Reza tried to portray me as a woman bee with Destiny's help. Plus, Reza speaks out. Seems like Mike should stay off of Twitter. Okay. I don't even know how to phrase this, but articles like this bring out the worst in me. Okay. Again, Mike, stay off of Twitter.
Right.
And like you say, they can only show what you give them. Do I think Mike has some control issues? Yeah. Most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Do I think he has some slight anger issues? Could be. But I need to see a little bit more. Because I haven't seen him be like in comparison to Gigi when she was like Loch Nessa. I've never seen him like that. Right. Does that make sense?
Yes, we haven't seen these allegations in real life, so it's hard to really wrap our heads around this, and it's not really fair to judge someone off of a couple of really bad moments. And for his friends to try to paint him in this light, it's a slippery slope. Don't do that.
But again, another reason to stay off of social media engaging in this is like there are a lot of people that could juice your head up with things that aren't really there, because there is quotes in here of people who are fans of Mike, and he does have a lot of fans who are supporting him and saying it's not you, it's them. I think while you're in season and the season is airing, and even while you're in production, pre and post, right?
Hmm.
I think you should just shut down and not engage in this because you just
If you
make
can't
it
handle
matter
it,
worse.
if you can't handle it, shut down.
Yes.
If you're a highly emotional state, do not respond. Shut it down.
Hmm.
Don't do it.
Yeah, just turn it off.
Hmm.
Disengage. Find a
Agreed.
hobby. Or, keep on your intermittent fasting. I even question whether that's making him grumpier than normal. Because I know
Could
when
be.
I barely go on a diet, I be wanting to snap somebody's head off.
Yep.
I'm not trying to make light of this situation,
Hmm.
but these are big accusations.
Exactly.
And then you don't want to feed into it on social media. I'm just saying. If you value your friendships, don't do that.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Look at what he says to these. Say it again so the people in the back can hear you. LOL. Mike, stop it. Stop it. Wow. Look, we all have our favorite. We all do. But in the end, this is just a TV show.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be feeding into this so much.
No, just watch it, take note, let it play out. Do not judge.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this person, Nikki Alexander, says, Rez, how would you feel if Mike did you how you're doing him when you and Adam were going through your ish with past indiscretions on both sides? Like Gigi said, he just wants your support.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I can go with that
I can go with this as well. How did Gigi become the voice of reason this season?
because she's putting the work on herself, and she's a new mom. So you combine those two things, like this is what you get.
Did Gigi stop using one of her businesses, the smoke one?
I don't think so, especially after the baby. But I just think, remember years ago, she said she needed to work on herself, otherwise she would lose all her friends.
That's
So
what she
she's
with
put
therapy where she was screaming on the floor and all that.
right. So,
Mm.
but this is what someone who actually does the work looks like. She didn't just say it; she was about it, and she did it. And she took ownership. I think this is what real ownership looks like when you can look at what's inside yourself and say, "Hey, this is where I went wrong. These are all the bad things I did. This needs to change." And she's
Mhm.
done it. I mean, we hear like Bravo celebrity say, "Oh, I own it. I'm accountable. I'm working on myself." This is what it looks like. This Gigi is what it looks like. The real thing.
Lisa Renna has ruined that phrase for everyone. It's now like a
Hmm.
joke.
It's like a joke.
Oh my God. All right, so let's see what else. Mike also commented on Destiny's claim that she got physical with him at her party because she was triggered by a past experience with a stalker. Um, and there's a quotation, a stalker is why you got physical with Mike. Funny how this is the first time we're hearing about this. This is a stalker for the reason
Hmm.
for the nasty card questions too aimed at Mike too. A fan wonders. Big story. Oh, but how long is Destiny hasn't been on the show from the beginning, right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Let me ask you a question. When
Okay.
these shows are in like pre-production, and the producers are getting with the individual cast and they're like, okay, so what's going to be your thing for this season, da 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 da, and they go over like their thing. um you could only have one, right? Like you can't have, I'm getting divorced, my mother's dying with cancer, and I'm having a baby. Like you have to pick one,
It has
right?
to flow. It has to flow. Whatever you have has to flow together
With somebody
within
else.
production. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you could pitch a bunch of things, but then they'll say you do this one thing and we'll go with that. Is that kind of it?
Kind of it, but it just and I think it all comes down to timelines and like what's really
Mhm.
going on in real time with filming
Mhm.
because you can omit some things, but all your things have to weave in together.
Mhm. Why would Mike call her experience a fake story?
I don't
Did
know.
hmm.
I really don't know.
Okay. Another comment here from Diana Beach. Glad to see that Mike is still not taking ownership of his cheating and his behavior and still trying to attack others. What a effing failure at a grown-up loving relationship. Don't ever marry another woman again. And Mike responds, "Are you watching the same show?" Oh, this is why I say
Mhm.
don't be on social media. Delete all the apps off of your phone.
Mhm.
Start downloading games and playing those.
Yep.
Okay, so Reza jumps into the mix. What Mike is leaving out of this is Destiney had us all choose numbers from a bowl to create a random seating arrangement. Everybody sat where their number was except for him and Paulina.
True.
I didn't know that.
Mhm. Because he insisted he and Paulina sit together.
Yeah, I remember that part, but I didn't know about the bowl with the numbers.
Right.
I didn't know about that. Oh, okay, so Siobhan says, "Oh, trust me, we seen and heard Destiny Rose's reason behind the seating. She wanted people to talk with people they normally don't as much with is a great party socializing idea. Mike just was super paranoid. I think he's scared to lose Paulina and her bank account."
Well.
And she did explain that in the clip that in the segment that we
Mhm.
saw, everybody sit so that you sit next to somebody that you don't normally do,
Right.
and that is an old school like seating idea.
Mhm.
um that's why you never people like Patricia from Southern Charm, when she has those dinner parties and she does arranged seating, she usually doesn't sit a husband and wife together.
Right.
She'll separate them so that they can get to know other people at the party. This is an interesting article though, like lots of little tidbits that I didn't realize. Um, I don't know. I can't go as far as saying that I thought this was like maybe there were shades of it and I didn't pick up on it. Maybe. I'll
Mhm.
give it the benefit of the doubt. But do I think he does that? No. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't. I have to back Mike up on that.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know your thought on this little article from the Times News Express. I've put a link to it down in the description of this video. Please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram so that you can get updates as well and notifications whenever we put out live content. Any final words, my friend?
No, we are good.
Okay, so until next time,
Of course.
bye.